Welcome back to the Crochet Karate. That's my friends at yarnspirations.com. We have the Lacy Pineapple Crochet Shawl designed by Marley Bird. Today is a Lacy shawl, and once we get started on this thing, the pattern repeat is actually really easy. Now Marley is suggesting Peyton's Croy sock yarn. It is a sock-based yarn, therefore the hook size is really quite small, of a 3.75 millimeter, size F as in Frank crochet hook. What I'm going to do on camera today is use a size G, a 4.5 millimeter, and I'm going to be using some cotton ripple cakes as my choice of yarn today. So you can substitute your yarns if you'd like to, if you don't want to use something so small. Now Marley has provided on page number 3 the crochet stitch diagram. Now she has the red X's right here and here, so I'm going to have 3 stitch markers that are in play, and so every time I have a stitch marker here, I'm just going to drag it up here, here, and here, and it allows you to make sure that you're keeping in sequence. Once you get to a certain point in this pattern, right from 10 through 12, this is going to be the repeat over and over and over until the cows come home, and therefore you can have this pattern to enjoy. So ultimately my goal is to get you to around 10, 11, and 12, and then you repeat these until you're satisfied, and then the last row is just finished, like so. So that's it, and we're gonna start right from the very beginning and begin our journey. Okay, let's begin. We're going to chain 4 to start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch to the first chain to create the center ring. So then just slip stitch through, and you have the center ring like so. Let's begin round number 1, or row number 1. Row number 1, chain 1, and I want you to put 5 single crochets into the center ring. Go right up over top of the straggler piece, and that'll get stuck underneath. So we'll count those together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you went over top of the straggler and you're comfortable, you can just safely cut that out. And then you can move on to row number 2. So turn your work, and you're going to turn at the end of each row. Let's begin row number 2. We're going to chain 6, which will count as a double crochet and a chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, that's a double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 space. And in the first single crochet where this is coming out of, I need you to double crochet. We're now going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. Skip the next single and come into the next one here, which is the middle of the back, if it's going down your back. And right in there, you're going to double crochet. You're now going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and I want you to double crochet into the same single crochet. This is the center of the back. Before you go any further, highly recommending on the middle one here, you just want to indicate where your stitch is so that you can find it. Okay, so you're just going to come into the middle one, and you're going to place in a stitch marker. So I just use spare yarn, but you may have some implements that are better. Sorry, the dog's barking. Okay, so let's continue down the other side of this. So now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip the next single and come into the very last one of the row. It looks like there's 3, but there's only 2. This is just a chain to build, and it's going to go right there, and you're going to double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet. And that was row number 2. So turn your work and let's do row number 3. Let's begin row number 3. We want to slip stitch ourselves to this space right here. Okay, so you're going to come in and just slip into the chain 3 space. Now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into that same space. You now want to chain 2 and put 2 more double crochets into that same space. And before you go any further, let's place in a stitch marker into the middle chain 2 section. This is just going to let you know every time that you're on the edge. Okay, so we'll put one in there and we'll put one on the other side when we get there. So just pull it through and let's keep on going. You're now going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and in the next space right here, you're going to apply a double crochet and a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, and a double crochet back in. Sorry about the dog. So we got chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come into the space here. So don't worry about the stitch marker, just pretend it's not there, and I want you to double crochet twice. So we have 1 and 2, and this time we're only going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and double crochet 2 more times into the same space. Now we want to keep that stitch marker in position, so I'm going to use that strand and just pull it up through the middle piece. It just lets you know where the middle is. So this strand is going to carry up throughout. So let's come down the other side, and you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. The next space is going to be a double crochet, chain 3, and a double crochet, and then we have a chain 3, and in the last space right here, you are going to apply the following: 2 double crochet to start. So we have 1 and 2, followed by chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet. This is your end. And before you go any further, I want you to place in that last stitch marker that we're holding. So you're just going to come into the space and just place that in, so you'll be able to find that in the future. When things get lacy, it's not always easy to tell. Okay, let's turn your work and let's begin the next row, number 4. Let's begin number 4. We're currently in the wrong spot, so I want to slip stitch over to where this stitch marker is. That's why we marked it. So we have to slip across the first crochet that you're running into, double crochet, and then into the next chain 3, or chain 2 spot. We're now going to start, and you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and double crochet into the same spot. Chain 2, and in the same spot, double crochet 2 more times. I'm going around that stitch marker, but I'm still in the same spot. So when I pull that stitch marker out, it's going to balance. Move that stitch marker up so that you can find that again in the future. And let's keep on going. So you need to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. In this big space right here, so you're skipping this, just go right here, and you are going to apply the following: a double crochet, chain 3, a double crochet again, and then a chain 3. So 1, 2, 3, double crochet again. You want a total of 5 of these spokes. So chain 3. This is the 4th spoke. Chain 3 and double crochet again. So you should be able to count 5 spokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now you're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you are going to jump right to the middle right here. And in that one, you are going to apply the following: 2 double crochet to start. So 1, and 2, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet in there. This is the middle. So after I'm done this one, I want to move that stitch marker up so I can find this again in the future. It just makes sense to be able to keep an eye on that. And now we're going to come down the other side. So we're going to chain 3 to start, 1, 2, 3, and come right to this space. So skipping this one, go right to this one. And you're going to do that 5 spokes again. So you're going to double crochet and then chain 3 5 times. 1, 2, 3, another double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, chain 3, double crochet, and then chain 3. So you should be able to count 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a chain 3, and you're going to jump right to the end space for the next one to finish this. And in number 4 here, you're going to apply 2 double crochet to start. So we have 1 and 2, chain 2, and 2 more double crochet in there. And then move that stitch marker up. Okay, and this is row number 4. So let's turn this around and let's begin row number 5. Okay, let's begin row number 5. Right where we're sitting is in the wrong spot. We need to move to the edge here. So we're going to slip stitch over 1 on top of the next double crochet and into the space. And this is where we're going to start. So we need to chain 6, which will count as a double crochet and a chain 3 space. So 1, 2, 3, that's a double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 space. In the same space where this is marked, you're going to apply 2 double crochet. So we have 1 and 2, followed by chain 2, and 2 more double crochet into the same spot. Okay, so before we get too far, we want to move that stitch marker up where we can see it, and it needs to be in this space right here. So we've been normally moving up here, we need to move over here. So let's move that stitch marker over so we can see it in the future. And let's keep on going here, number 5. We're now going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and you are going to look for these spokes. And in these spokes, we're going to be applying chain 5 spaces. So come into the first chain 3 after the spoke, here, this double crochet, single crochet, and then chain 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come into the next chain 3, single crochet, and chain 5 again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, come into the next single crochet, or it's chain 3 space and single crochet, and then chain 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet into the next chain 3 space. So when you're all done and through, you should have 3 chain 5 spaces. Let's keep on moving, and we're going to chain 3 and reach over to the middle here where it's marked. And in this one here, we're going to apply 2 double crochet to start, noticing that I'm pinching this because if I don't, it kind of unravels. So I always pinch and going in and double crochet the first one and double crochet again, chain 2, and 2 more double crochets into the center. Now you're going to chain 3. This is the very center of your shawl, and then you're going to apply 2 more double crochets on the other side of the stitch marker, but in the same spot. So 1 and 2. Okay, chain 2. Sorry, my apologies. Yeah, chain 2, and then 2 more double crochet there. Before you go any further, look for that chain 3 space that was in the center, follow it straight on up and move your stitch marker up so that you can find that again in the future. Okay. Let's go down the other side. We're going to chain 3 to begin and reach for these chain 3s that are after the first spoke, after the first double crochet here. So right there, and you're going to single crochet and chain 5. So what happens on this side is reflective on the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single into the next chain 3, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single into the next chain 3, and one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single into the next chain 3, and then you have your 3 chain 5 spaces that you can see. Now you're going to chain 3, and you're going to come into this marked one right at the edge, and you're going to double crochet twice. So we have 1 and 2, followed by chain 2 and another 2 double crochets there. So 1 and 2, followed by chain 3 and 1 double crochet finally in that last same one. Remember how I said at the beginning chain 6 counted as a double crochet in a chain 3 space? So this side it was chain 3 and double crochet in there, so it gives you the same number, and I want you to move the stitch marker up to this chain 3 space. Okay, and that finished row number 5. Let's turn our work and begin row number 6. Row number 6, we're sitting in the wrong spot. We need to go to the stitch marker right here, and we're going to slip stitch over 1 and then begin our journey here. Chain 3 and double crochet into the same space. Chain 2 and in the same space again, 2 more double crochet. And before you go any further, move your stitch marker up right here. Let's keep on going. Now you're chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this space right here, do you see that? That's the next space. You're going to apply 2 double crochet to start. Chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So what we're doing is, as these rows continue, you're making more and more space, so more and more pineapples will appear, and you'll notice that in the repeating of the pattern later on in the future. Continuing along here in row number 6, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then you are going to come into this space right here. It's the chain 5 space. And you're going to single crochet in and then chain 5 and single crochet in the next chain 5 space and chain 5 again. And single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So in this row here, you only have these 2 chain 5 spaces over top, and you're going to start seeing the pineapple starting to appear here. After that's done, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and in this next space right here, so jump all the way over to here, and you are going to apply 2 double crochet in, so 1 and 2, followed by chain 2 and 2 double crochet back into that same spot. You are now going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and in the back area, the middle of your shawl, you are going to apply 2 double crochet to start. So 1 and 2, chain 2 and 2 double crochet into the same spot again. This is your middle. And yes, we are going to move that stitch marker up as soon as we're done. So move your stitch marker up to the middle one there so you can see it again. Okay, and now let's continue down the other side. We're going to start by chaining 3. So 1, 2, 3, and come to this next spot right here. And you're going to apply 2 double crochet. Followed by a chain 2 and 2 double crochet again. And now let's keep doing. So we're part of this pineapple here, so we're going to chain 3 to begin and reach on over to the chain 5 space. Single crochet, chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and come to the next chain 5 and single in and do this again. So another chain 5. And then single into the next chain 5. And that pineapple is pretty much done. So we're going to continue. So chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and what we need to do is at this space right here, we're going to apply the following: 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, we're not done because this is the edge here. You're going to chain 3 again. And right here in this spot, you're going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet to finish. Once you have that done, move your stitch marker up to this spot right here. And then that's it. Turn your work and let's begin row number 7. Let's begin row number 7. So right where we're sitting is in the wrong spot, and so we need to get ourselves to the edge spot right here, and so you're going to slip stitch over twice. You're going to notice some similarities from what we've done before. The only difference is that the distance between the edge and the center is bigger, so therefore you have more repeating, and you'll have more repeating steps because it's going to start creating more pineapples. So to begin, you're going to chain 3 and double crochet another time into that same spot. Okay, and now you're going to chain a total of 3. So we have now you're going to chain 2 and 2 more double crochet into the same spot. And yes, let's move that stitch marker up. Let's chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And in this space right here, so skip this one, go right here. It's the second space over. You're going to do those spokes like we did before. So you're going to double crochet in and then chain 3 a total of 5 times. So chain 3. You're creating a base of a new pineapple. So you'll double crochet again in and chain 3. So you want to do that so you can see 5 of these. Okay, so I should be able to count 5 of those spokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And look what I did. I put an extra one in by accident. So make sure you count and use those as the key points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So reaching on over to here, you were going to then put the spokes in there like you did before. You remember the 5 that we did here? We're putting it here now. And so it'll be a double crochet and a chain 3 5 times. So 1, 2, 3. So do that 5 times. I'll just stay quiet. So after the last double crochet in that has, so there's 5 of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't forget the chain 3. Now we are going to single crochet into this chain 5 space and then chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to single crochet in the next chain 5 space. This here, the chain 5 you just applied now, is going to be the base of another pineapple that will form in the future. Let's carry on. So you're going to chain 3, and in the next space right here, you're going to do another spoking of 5. Okay, so you'll do your 5, a double crochet and a chain 3 5 times. So that was once. So once you see your 5 double crochets in there, followed by the chain 3 spaces, don't forget the chain 3 after the last 5th one. You are now going to reach, and you are going to do the center piece here. And in this row number 7, you are just going to apply 2 double crochet. And then chain 2 and 2 double crochet. That's your center piece. Okay, and then you'll move your stitch marker up so you can find it. And then you're going to come back down the other side. So to start the other side here, you were going to chain a 3. So 1, 2, 3, and come to this spot right here. And do your 5 spokes again. So double and a chain 3 5 times. I'm applying the 5th one in, and don't forget the chain 3 after the 5th one is in. Okay, so make sure you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what you need to do is you need to come on over to this chain 5 space, and you are going to single crochet and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and single crochet into the next chain 5 space. And this is the base of the new pineapple in the future, like it is on the other side. To start again, we need to do another spoking, so we need to chain 3 to start. And right here, you're going to do your another spoke of 5 plus chain 3 5 times. I'm using Karen Ripple Cakes, and the color is going to be changing soon on its own. Okay, so I should be able to count 5 spokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a chain 3. And then right here on the very last stitch here is going to be 2 double crochet to start. And then chain 2 and 2 double crochet again. And yes, let's move up that stitch marker as well. Okay, I accidentally dropped that, so I just got to refinish that last stitch. And let's turn our work and let's do row number 8. So we have this, it almost looks like angel wings, doesn't it? But when you kind of pull it out, you can really start seeing it. So you're seeing a pineapple here and here. And so then you have a pineapple coming in the future here and here, here and here. So every time there's a repeating of the pattern, there's a new pineapple that is forming. So let's begin row number 8 next. Let's begin row number 8. Right where we're sitting is in the wrong spot. We need to move to the edge. So make sure you're kind of always watching that edge. Okay, and in row number 8, we are going to chain 6, which will count as a double crochet in a chain 3 space. Have we done this before? Absolutely we have. So you're going to notice is that we are starting to repeat, but the official repeat is rows number 10, 11, and 12 in this pattern. So we're going to chain 6, so 1, 2, 3, that's a double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 spot. I want you to double crochet 2 times into the same edge. And then you are going to chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the same edge. Noticing I'm jumping over the stitch marker, but I'm still in the same spot. I'm just doing it for my own visual. Okay, so then I'm just going to move that stitch marker up to the spot here. Or sorry, the stitch marker is going to move over to here. Duh. Okay, so let's keep on moving. We're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to reach over to the spokes. And it's after the first double crochet, and it's a chain 3 spot, and you're going to single crochet and then chain 5. Have you done this before? Absolutely. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to your next space, single crochet and chain 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Next space, single crochet, and do it again. And single crochet. So you should have a total count of 3 chain 5 spots, okay, on one pineapple. Now you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3. And in this chain 5 spot, which is going to finish this pineapple here, you are going to apply 2 double crochet and then chain 2 and 2 double crochet. This will become a new pineapple in the future. Okay, now you're going to chain 3 and reach over to your spoke section right here. It's a long way over, but it's there. So it's technically the second space over. And you're going to single crochet and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, single crochet the next and chain 5 again. Single crochet the next, chain 5, and single crochet again. So you should have a total count of 3 chain 5 spaces. Now we happen to be hitting the center next, so chain 3, and in the center space you are going to apply the following: 2 double crochet to start, chain 2, and in the same spot 2 double crochet again, chain 3, 2 double crochet again after the stitch marker, but in the same spot, let's move that stitch marker up before we go too far. Go to the center one you just made, okay, we're not done with the center, so we're going to chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the center. So this is aligning us to have another pineapple appear in the future. Let's go down the other side. So you're going to start with chain 3, and then you reach over to this chain 3 spot right here. It's the pineapple. You're going to single crochet and chain 5. You'll do that a total there, so you can see 3 chain 5 spaces. Okay, come to your next one, single crochet and chain 5. Okay, so you should have 3 chain 5 spaces. And now we're ready to come on over here. So to reach over there first, you are going to then chain 3, and in this chain 5 space right here, you are going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and this will become a pineapple in the future. Okay, now you're going to chain 3 and reach on over to your chain 3 spot right here. You're going to single crochet, chain 5, you do that until you see 3 chain 5 spaces. Okay, so I see 3 chain 5 spaces, and so to move on from this, I'm going to chain 3, and in the very last edge piece right here, I'm going to double crochet twice, sorry, I use my phone and somebody's messaging me. So chain 2, so double crochet twice, chain 2, double crochet 2 more times in, and we're not quite done yet. We're going to chain 3 and double crochet 1 more time there. So then that stitch marker has to be moved up to this last chain 3 spot, and this will conclude row number 8. Let's turn your work and let's begin row number 9. Row number 9, we're in the wrong spot. We need to move to this chain 3 spot, which is the next spot over. So slip stitch 1 over, and you are going to chain a total of 6. So 1, 2, 3, that's your double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 spot. And in the same one, the same edge, you're going to double crochet. Now, I want to move that stitch marker up to that spot that I just created, so we can find that again in the future. Okay, let's continue on, and we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to come to this spot right here. This is the next space, and you're going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You're now going to chain 3, and then focusing on these chain 5 spaces, you're going to come to the first chain 5 space right over here, and you're going to single crochet in and chain 5, single crochet the next chain 5 space, and then chain 5, and single crochet the next space. Okay, so you should have 2 chain 5 spaces. You're going to chain 3, and you're going to reach all the way to over to here. Okay, and this here is going to stay the same thing that you had before. It's going to be a 2 double crochet, followed by chain 2 and 2 double crochet. So in the next row, what's going to happen is that here we're going to be creating the spokes to start opening up another pineapple. So chain 3, and you're going to reach to this next chain 5 space right over here, and you're going to single crochet and chain 5. Come to your next chain 5 space, single crochet, and then chain 5. And then come to your next chain 5 space and single crochet. So you'll have 2 chain 5 spaces this time. And we're going to be heading to the center shortly. So we're going to chain 3 to get there. And right here, we're going to do 2 double crochet, followed by chain 2, 2 double crochet again. This is going to open up a new pineapple in the future. You're now going to chain 3. In the center piece right here, you're going to apply 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 double crochet. And let's move that stitch marker up to that middle spot right that we just created. So you can just pull this strand here if you need more space. And let's go down the other side. We're going to chain 3. And in this space right here, it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, now you're going to start and you're going to reach on over here first. To get there though, you need to chain 3. Hopefully you're understanding the consistency of how things are jumping. So come on over here and let's single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Single crochet in the next chain 5 space. And chain 5. Coming on here. Okay, so there's going to be only 2 chain 5 spaces, followed by chain 3. And you're going to reach over to this one right here and keep it the same thing that you see. So it's going to be 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, do you see that? So this pineapple finished, and this one is midway through, and this one is going to be the restart, and this one is the restart of something new. Chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and then chain 5. Single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and then chain 5. And single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So you have a total of 2 chain 5 spaces. Chain 3, and then right here you're going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. You're not done because you're not on the edge. You're going to chain 3, and in the very edge one here, you're going to apply 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 double crochet. And let's move that stitch marker up to that space so we can find that again in the future. So rows number 10, 11, and 12 is the repeat, and hopefully you've been understanding the consistency and what we're doing, and we're going to be talking about that next in just a moment. So we're now going to start rows number 10, 11, and 12, which is the repeat pattern, and it's just 3 rows just over and over and over. So when you finish row number 12, you're going to go back to row number 10. The only difference is that every time you do a repeat, you're creating a new section of a new pineapple to appear. So there will be more repeats before you get to an edge. So, but I'm going to leave that in your capable hands on being able to figure that out. And I'll try to tell you that as we go as well. And so you're going to see more and more spaces go in order to get yourself to a center piece. And then the same thing that happens on one side happens on the other. Let's turn our work, and we're going to begin row number 10, which is the start of the repeat, in just a moment. Let's begin row number 10. We're obviously in the wrong spot. We need to move to this chain 3 space, which is the one over. We're now going to chain 3, and we're going to double crochet into the same spot. And then you are going to chain 2 and 2 more double crochets into the same edge. Now, let's move that stitch marker up to the middle one of that one. Now in this case, I'm going to give you the instruction as we get to the center, but the one part of this repeats over and over and over until you get to the center. So the next time you end up doing row number 10, there's going to be an extra repeat, and then you do it again, there's going to be 2 extra repeats and more as you're continuing to make this bigger. To begin this process then, you are going to chain 3 to start from the corner, and you're going to reach over to this one right here. And you're going to create those spokes. Do you remember that? It's the double crochet, followed by chain 3, and I need you to have 5 spokes. So I'll be quiet again as you do that. So make sure you chain 3 after every double crochet. So there's 5 spokes, so I should see 5 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and at the end of the last spoke, you should chain 3. Now you're going to reach over to here, and so this is a part of the repeat. So whenever you get here, you're always going to see this, and you're going to see that you'll need to single crochet in, and then chain 5, and single crochet in the next. So this finishes this pineapple here. So then the repeat starts again to create more spokes in the next space. So you'll have more of this stuff happening over and over as you have the repeats. I don't want to over explain because I think I'm starting to mansplain. So let's begin this. So we're going to chain a total of 3. And you're going to reach over to this space right here and start a new spoke. So a new pineapple. So it's a double crochet and a chain 3 so that you can see 5 spokes. Once you can see your 5 spokes, your 5 double crochets, make sure there's a chain 3 after the last spoke. And then you reach over to the next pineapple and you're going to single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and that finishes that pineapple below. And so then you start again, so you just chain 3. Now, because this is part of a repeat pattern, you'll run into another one of these before you're get to the corner edge. And every time you're repeating this pattern, you get 1 extra every time. In this case, we are coming to the corner. So right here, we are going to do another spoke. So it's going to be a double crochet, chain 3, and double crochet and chain 3. And so you can see 5 of the spokes again. Sorry if I'm mansplaining, you can let me know in the comments. I'm trying not to, it's just I know somebody's gonna say, I wish you would have just filmed all of the rows. If you can understand that the repeating is happening, it'll make your life a lot easier, and plus mine too. So I'm looking for my 5 double crochets that I just put in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3 after the last one, so that stays consistent. And then you're going to come right to the middle here, and you're going to double crochet twice. I don't think I was a double crochet. That was something, but it wasn't a double crochet. So let's try again. So double crochet. We're doing that twice. Chain 2 and 2 more double crochet in there, and that is the middle of your shawl. And if I could not drop stitches, it would be such a better tutorial. Somebody's probably gonna leave me a complaint about that too. I find with lacy work, I tend to drop the stitches a lot more. Okay, so I want to move my stitch marker up to keep that, and I'm going to go down the other side. And it's like I shared with you before, the only difference is that the edge gets further apart in the repeating going down. So to go down the other side, you're going to start off by chaining 3, and then come to this space and create a spoke. So you double crochet and chain 3 5 times. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chain 3 after the last spoke. So reach on over to this chain 5 space and single crochet and chain 5 and single crochet into the next chain 5 space. So that finishes that pineapple, and then you're going to chain 3 and then look for the next one that looks like this, and you'll be repeating that all the way to the edge, and you'll create a spoke. Spoke is just a word that I'm just creating here for tutorial purposes. I think about this stuff as like a center of a wheel for like the spokes of like a bicycle tire. It's what it reminds me of, that's why I say that. So sometimes my analogies work and other times they don't. So once I can see my 5 spokes, I got my chain 3 to go in afterward, and then I reach to the next pineapple here, and I'm going to single crochet and chain 5, single crochet the next one, and that finishes that pineapple. So chain 3, and I'm reaching to here, and so you're just creating these new spokes all the way down to the edge. In my case, it's coming up shortly, so I'm creating another spoke. So I'm looking for my 5 double crochet. I talked about what happens when I chain and I don't always hold that. It can wrap around the needle incorrectly, or the hook. So I'm looking for my 5 spokes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then after the last one, I'm going to chain 3. And then in the last space right here, I'm going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet, and that finishes this side off. Okay, you're going to want to move up your stitch marker, and we're going to move on to row number 11 in just a moment. And let's turn our work and let's begin. Row number 11, we're in the wrong spot, and we're going to move on ourselves to this edge. So let's slip stitch over twice. And let's begin by chaining 6. So 1, 2, 3, that's a double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 space. And in the same space here, you're going to want to apply 2 more double crochet. Followed by chain 2 and 2 more double crochet into the same spot. We're now going to move that stitch marker up to over here. Marley's idea to move these stitch markers is brilliant, by the way. I think I already said that, but I don't know if I did. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. You've done this before. You're reaching over to the spokes. It's the first chain 3, and you're going to single crochet and then chain 5. Okay, and you keep doing that to fill in these spoke areas. So single crochet the next, and then chain 5 again. The next space, single crochet and chain 5 again. Single crochet the next. So you have 3 chain 5 spaces. Now you're going to chain 3. And right in this chain 5 space, which is the ending of this one here, you're going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. And this will start a new pineapple in the future. Okay, you're now going to chain 3. And then you come on over here to your spoke and you go into your first one and single crochet in the chain 3 spot, and then chain 5, and just fill in those spots. So there should be 3 chain 5 spaces. Okay, so I see the 3 chain 5 spaces. You're going to chain 3, and then you come in here and you finish this pineapple, and that'll be 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. So the next time through the repeat, there's going to be an extra pineapple that you will be starting, and it's based on, you know, the idea that this is getting ready to start another one coming up in the future. So everything is contingent on the repeating. Continuing over, you're going to chain 3 and you reach to the next spoke. So you'll have more spokes next time you have a repeat. So single and then chain 5. So single and then chain 5. So how many chain 5 spaces should there be? Did you say 3? Okay, if you said 4 or 5, then you don't get a cookie today. But if you said 3, that's the right number. So 3. It's always consistent. Okay, so we happen to be coming up onto the edging. So if this was not an edging, you would just chain 3 and then do your next finishing of the next pineapple, and then coming and doing another one. So these ones will always finish off before you end up with in the very back here. So on the back edging here, you are going to apply the following. You're going to apply 2 double crochet, and then chain 2 and 2 double crochet again, chain 3. I'm coming on the other side of the stitch marker, but it's the same spot. So then it's 2 double crochet again, okay, let's move that stitch marker up while we can still see it. Okay, we're not done on the back one here. We're going to continue again. We're going to chain 2, and in the same spot, 2 more double crochet. So this is going to open us up to have more pineapples again that will start in the future. Okay, you're going to chain 3 and come down the other side. Look for the next chain 3 space right here, single crochet, and then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep filling them in like we did the other sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2. And single crochet in. So there should be 3 chain 5 spaces. You're going to chain 3 only. And right here, you are going to apply 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So this is going to get us prepared for another pineapple that'll appear later. Chain 3 and reach on over to your spoke section, single crochet and chain 5. Okay, single crochet the next and chain 5, so you have 3 chain 5 spaces. Okay, so I see those. Now I'm going to chain 3, and then I reach over here, and it's going to be 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, now it's going to chain 3, and then I reach over to here. So there's going to be, next time in the repeat, there will be an extra one of these compared to what there is now, and so it just progressively gets bigger. So single crochet, chain 5, and make your 3 chain 5 spaces like you know how to do. Okay. So now you're coming up to an edge, but if it wasn't an edge, you'd be like repeating what you already know here and just kind of making everything open up perfectly. At the end here, you're going to chain 3. And in the very last piece right here, you are going to apply 2 double crochet to start. Okay, chain 2, 2 double crochet again. But you're not done. You want to chain 3 and double crochet again into the last spot. Again, if I could actually crochet, it would be better. Okay, so once that chain 3 spot's in, then I'm just going to pull it through. Okay, and then we're going to turn our work and get ready for row number 12, which is the final of the repeat. So as we begin row number 12, you can see that you have a pineapple here, here, and here, and you have a new pineapple that will be starting here, 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 and here in the future. So things just continually progress to build out. Let's begin row number 12. Row number 12, we're sitting in the wrong spot. We're going to slip stitch on over 1, and then you're going to chain 6. So 1, 2, 3 is a double crochet, and 4, 5, 6 is a chain 3 spot. Right here in the same spot, you're just going to double crochet, and you're going to move your stitch marker up to this chain 3 spot so you can find it again in the future, because when you go back to row number 10, this is where you're going to be starting again. As you move on now, we're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and come into this space right here, and you are going to put 2 double crochet in to start, followed by a chain 2 and 2 double crochet in. Okay, so let's go through the repeat all the way to get to the new back edge right here. So it's just a repeating instruction. You're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you are going to reach to the chain 5 space, single crochet, and you're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, single crochet into the next, and do it one more time. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the next chain 5 space, single crochet. So there's going to be 2 chain 5 spaces this time that will be finishing up this pineapple in the future. Chain 3 and reach over to this one right here. This is the base of a new pineapple. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, and 2 double crochet. Okay, chain 3. Okay, come on over here. You're going to finish there. Well, we're not finished yet, but we'll come over to this pineapple, and you're going to single crochet, chain 5, single crochet in the next space, and then chain 5, single crochet in the next space. So you have a total of 2 chain 5 spaces. So you're going to chain 3, and in this one, just keep it the same thing. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, so you're going to start a new one again, and in the next repeat, not this one, but in the next one, there will be 2 of these before you get to the edge, so that you're always going to be increasing. So you're going to chain 3 to start, come to the next chain 5 space, single crochet, and then chain 5. And you're doing that twice. Okay, and single crochet in the next. Okay, so there should be 2 chain 5 spaces, and the corners coming up soon, or the back edge, chain 3. And in this space right here, it's just like it is here. So it's double crochet 2 times, so 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. And this will get us ready for another pineapple in the future. You're now going to chain 3. And in this space right here, you're going to apply 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 double crochet. And I want to move my stitch marker up to the middle one of that one to keep an eye on it. Daniel's cleaning just in the room above me. Okay, so we're going to come down the other side. So let's begin by chaining 3. And here, this will be a new pineapple in the future. There's going to be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, now we're going to chain 3 and come into this pineapple area here, single crochet the first chain 5 space, and then chain 5. Single crochet in the next chain 5 space, and chain 5 again. Single crochet in the next chain 5 space, so there should be 2 chain 5 spaces, and then followed by a chain 3. And then here, just keep it the same thing that you see. So it's going to be 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Chain 3. Okay, reach on over here, this pineapple, single crochet, chain 5, do that twice. Okay, so you should have 2 chain 5 spaces, and then chain 3, and then reach over here. So you're going to have more of these as the repeats continue. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Keep on going, so chain 3. Reach on over here, single crochet, chain 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you see that? So what's going to happen is that you just keep repeating this and this, this and this until you get to the edge. So in the repeats, it gets more and more. Okay, let's come up to our edge next. You're going to chain 3. And you're going to reach over to this one right here. And you are going to put in 2 double crochet. Chain 2, 2 double crochet. Okay, chain 3. And in the last one that's marked, you're going to apply 1 double crochet, chain 3, and 1 double crochet, and move that stitch marker up so you can see it. Okay, so there is an unusual, usually in patterns, they always repeat by 3. This one, or sorry, repeat in an even number. This one is repeating in an odd number, but it works and it is a great little pattern to work with. So let's talk about the repeating that you'll do, and then I'll show you how to do the last row. So you're now going to go back to row number 10 and you're going to repeat that. So you can reverse the video. We use video chapters so you can get the time marker there. You can just click it and it will take you back to row number 10 and 11 and 12 and keep on doing that. The only difference is that there's going to be more and more repeating as you're getting from the edge to the middle and etc. on the other side. Now, what's going to happen is that you're going to repeat that a certain amount of times until you're happy. And now the pattern says to repeat rows number 10 to 12 a total of 10 times, but you can stop at any point when you're happy. If you want it bigger, just keep on repeating. And then the last row here is going to be the next part of this tutorial to show you how to finish when you're ready. Let's begin to do the last row next. Let's do your last row. So when you're ready to finish off, you're just going to slip stitch to your first chain space there. This is at the end of a row number 12. So you don't need to move your stitch markers up anymore. You're just going to chain 3, and in the same spot of the edge here, you're going to apply 4 more double crochets. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now you're going to continue along. You're going to chain 3. And you were in this space right here, you're going to keep it the same. So you ought to be a double crochet 2 times. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. This would have been, if you were doing row number 10, this would have been a starting of a spoke. But we want to finish it and not create another pineapple to be. Chain 3. And you're going to be finishing this pineapple. So just come to the next chain 5 space. Single, and then chain 5. Come to the next chain 5 space and single, so that finishes that pineapple there. You're going to chain 3, and right over here you're going to do exactly what you see. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, and you're going to repeat this all the way to the middle. Okay, so the repeating goes chain 3, single to the next chain 5, and then chain 5 to finish this pineapple. Single into the next chain 5, so that pineapple is now done. Chain 3, and then reach on over here. So 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So easy to remember. Chain 3 to start again, reach over, finish this pineapple. And so there'll be more pineapples, of course, before you get to the back edging. Okay, single into the next to finish that pineapple, chain 3. So reaching on over, you're going to double crochet 2 times, and then chain 2, and then put 2 more double crochet in. So if you're not ready for the back edging like I am, then you just chain 3, and you're going to chain 3 anyway, even if you're ready for it. But then you just go back and you just keep finishing off the pineapples until you're ready. So after you get this one in, you've chained 3. So right into this spot right here, you are going to apply 5 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, followed by chain 3, and then 5 more double crochet into that. And you don't need to move your stitch marker up because you're done. Okay, and then I want to continue down this other side. Let's keep going. We're going to chain 3, and then you're going to do exactly what you see here, and it's 2 double crochet, and chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Now you're going to chain 3 and then come into the space here, and you're going to single crochet and then chain 5 and single crochet in the next, which finishes that pineapple that you see below. Now you're going to chain 3 and then you're going to come here and you're going to follow exactly what you see. So it's 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. So you're just going to repeat this all the way till you get to the edge. Okay, chain 3. You're on the top of the pineapple, so single crochet, chain 5. Single crochet the next one, and now that pineapple is done. Chain 3. Okay, just follow what you see below. It's 2 double crochet, chain 2. And 2 double crochet. Chain 3. And then reach over, another pineapple's here, so it's single, chain 5. And single, chain 3. Okay, and then follow, you see this, do the same thing, so it's 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Okay, and then chain 2, sorry, chain 3, I apologize. And then you're going to come right to your final edge, and there will be 5 double crochets in that final one. Again, you don't need to move your stitch marker because you're done. Okay, and then after this, so you're going to want to finish this off, and you're going to want to take any loose ends that you will have, and you're going to want to make sure that you secure it in with a tapestry needle. So we'll quickly talk about that. So just grab a tapestry needle and just finish it off. And just drag it through the other side. And try to split the fibers, just don't go between fibers because it will fall out. And when you pull the first time, make sure you don't change the shape. Okay, so try to squeeze that needle in between real fibers itself and not just the strands. And you'll be able to move out your stitch markers then at this point. And pull those out when you're ready. And this is it. So it's a really neat concept, and I hope that you enjoyed today, and you can let me know how you did in the comments below.